So I just had to block my sister on the Facebook, and I imagine it's very possible that there would be others. She is not very happy about me reconciling or attempting to reconcile with my ex-stepfather, the man who assaulted me from 13 to 15. And then we had 3 years of court, in which my whole family was there to support me. Thank you. And then I had 10 years of PTSD. Now, of course, I'm the primary victim, but my family was also hurt. There's a lot of hurt. And I believe that in order to move on as a whole person, as whole people, that we have to learn to forgive and to heal for our sake just as much as for others, but especially for our own sake. Anyways, I've written something that I want to read now. This is my journey, not yours to control. Let me be very clear about something. I am not doing this because I'm bitter. I am not doing this to sweep anything under the rug. And I am certainly not doing this to make anyone else feel comfortable. I'm reconnecting with Dan because I'm the one who was directly harmed, and I get to decide how I carry that, how I process it, and what healing looks like for me. No one else, not family, not friends, not the chorus of people with opinions, but no lived experience of my pain. Forgiveness is a deeply personal process. It's not about saying it's okay. It's about choosing peace over poison. In the Bible, since so many of you are fans of that, forgiveness is meant to lead us toward wholeness, not to erase justice, but to release the weight of judgment that keeps us trapped. True forgiveness isn't just a thought, it's a transformation, and often it ends in the ability to sit together, not as if nothing happened, but as proof that healing did. And I want to be crystal clear about something else. This is my fucking journey. I'm not asking for your approval. I'm not waiting for permission. And I'm not here to act out the role of forever broken victim, because that's the version of me that makes you feel safe. I'm doing this for my own healing, which has been years in the making, through study, therapy, spiritual work, reflection, and surviving the wreckage. I've learned that many people who commit harm are not inherently evil, but are often deeply wounded themselves. That's not an excuse, it's context. And if we ever want to truly address and prevent the cycles of sexual violence that plague this country, we have to start there, with truth, context, and understanding, even when it's messy, especially when it's hard. Most people who experience assault just want it to stop. They don't want to lose their family, their home, their sense of safety, and yet when they speak up or try to heal on their own terms, they're punished for it. Not this time. Not me. If you're not ready to forgive, that's your choice. I'm not asking you to do what I'm doing, but don't project your unprocessed grief or judgment onto my healing. I'm walking a path that terrifies most people because it's one that faces the fire and chooses to rebuild. If that makes you uncomfortable, maybe it's time to ask yourself why. I'm reclaiming my story, and no one gets to take that from me, ever again. So please, when something triggers you, you have a hard time with something, or you don't understand something, I want you to take a deep breath and to try and analyze your feelings, and to remember that it's not okay for you to project your feelings, your fears, and your triggers onto other people. It's your responsibility to deal with that. Just as it's my responsibility to take an active part in my own healing process. No one else gets to tell me what that looks like. I'm sorry you've all been programmed to be people pleasers, but I'm not going to tolerate your peer pressure anymore. Enough is enough.